And going on to sort of actually finally having found the plot, one of the things that I think self-builders do tend to worry about is build costs. You know, am I going to get ripped off? Is this going to go way over budget? Am I going to end up bankrupt at the end of this project? Yet, having been through it X amount of times, how successful have you been in terms of actually managing to predict what you're going to spend?
Fairly successful, but I have made mistakes. I mean, I'd be an idiot if I didn't make mistakes, but I learn from those mistakes. I do think, you know, I mean, plug the magazine, for goodness sake, we've got the average build cost guide in there. The last 3 houses I've built have been smack in the middle of those, you know, so they're there. And I think the other thing to do for ordinary self-builders, I learned by experience, is to literally keep up to date with the build costs that other people are paying, and particularly other self-builders are paying. Right now, of course, labour's at least 20% cheaper. So another reason why this isn't a bad time to self-build.
And that's your experience, that the labour's really come down in price over the past 6 to 10 months?
A builder gave me a price for something for 165,000 the other day, sat down and talked with him, stood up, shook hands at 123.
And you feel that is going to continue in the existing market, or I mean,
continue for the foreseeable future? They've had a bit of a shock. I mean, I think things are beginning to change. You know, I mean, a few builders I know have started to get work on the books or doing insurance work and things like that. But, you know, I hesitate to say the green shoots because it's an sort of much used thing, but they're there. I'm beginning to see sold by boards now.
And what about plot prices? I mean, my experience of plot prices actually is that they haven't really come down that much in our local area. I don't know what I mean, you've seen many more plots than I have over your time. Do you sense that actually it's a really great time to buy a plot, or should you be waiting kind of 3 or 4 months for prices to fall again?
As you say, plot prices haven't come down to the degree that houses have come down, or to the percentage terms that house prices have come down. Why is that? It's because most plots sold by private vendors are actually financial windfalls for them. It's part of their garden, so they got planning permission on their garden. There's actually no compunction to sell in most cases. OK, we'll have to mow the lawn for another year, but actually we can ride this out. So although they might pull it down a little bit, they're not going to pull it down to any great degree. And that's the main reason. But they have come down. I mean, in some cases, plots... I wrote about a plot the issue before last, which I saw in June for 160, and the people I was with bought for 120. So, you know, they have come down, but not to the same degree as houses.